I got Val's and Travis. I do got to be black celebrities.
Hallelujah! All my New South Empire, Wonderful and Fantastic Fun, Starman Films Global, Family of Winners. It's your winner, Fitz you, Sergio Fevers Huff. And I want to welcome, not welcome, but welcome all you winners to our highly controversial, informative, fact check awards nominated winners podcast. Um, we got CJ waiting to come in. She's back there in backstage in the green room. Lennox Sam Blue Jr. said we go live at 8, straight like that. We are live now as we speak. We are all the way live. I wanna say that the views and the opinions of the people, the panelists, activists, researchers, um, philanthropists on this podcast are our views. It does not reflect on YouTube nor Starman Films Global. Hey CJ, how you doing?
I'm pretty good in yourself.
All right, all right. I don't know who that was that said see you soon, but I see you now. How about that? First of all, I want to give a shout out. I want to thank our sponsors. I want to send a shout out to Doja DojaVineyard.com. That's DOJA Vineyard.com. I have my own brand of fruit punch flavored moonshine. I also have wines also too. And it's called FPJ, Fitz Paradise Juice. Y'all go to DOJA Vineyards.com and order you a case right away like yesterday. It's so good it will make your tongue slap your brains out. Straight like that. We also have lipsticks, premium hemp, CBD, and THC pre rolls. And they are sponsored by Team Collective, Rashid Mize. Shout out to them. I guess y'all say, damn, our sponsors, all they do is get us high. But who the hell wants to be low? Hey,
I
that part,
know,
though.
right? That I'm
Say
feeling
it like
that
that.
one.
So y'all ready to rock and roll?
Yes, we are.
All right, let's go. Travis, your topic number
Talk
one.
to me. Talk to me.
Travis, let me see what this Negro said. All
I
right.
love being number one. I love it.
I mean, we can use that word. I'm gonna tag Sam right now, which I needed to. I think he's in the production group, so he's seen it. This one, the one I just crowned you with, Sam. Okay.
This is a good topic. This is what we. This is
I
what
know
he.
it is a good topic.
I don't want to. I don't want to take
Everybody's
it any,
topic
any crazy.
everybody's topic was really good today. But okay, true. Matter of fact, you had part two with yours, Travis. So part one, I just crowned um, Sam with it. It says, hold on, this kind of woman. Sam, do you have it pulled up, Sam? If you can, if you could run that, and we're just gonna listen and see what Travis is talking about.
This is a great. This is a great, great video for this point.
Karen, Mr. Karen over here.
Hold on, maybe you can have like some drums. Like
Damn.
Yeah, I believe that's it right there.
Yeah, no, that's it.
Get it.
Man, the devil's interfering right now.
That's okay. Our God is Almighty.
I know Sam got it. I got trust in Sam. That's what I. That's what I have trust in.
Yeah.
We're filming a video.
You know they went up to the moon, so there's gonna be some interference.
Oh yeah. On April Fool's Day, that's crazy.
All right, hold on a second. Let me see if if it's playing on this end. Yeah, it's working. It's just buffering. Okay, let me see if I could just play the audio, guys. Hold on.
Karen, Mr. Karen over here. Get it.
Got a gentleman on his skateboard.
They're ghost riding the car through a neighborhood, rich neighborhood.
Okay.
Older gentleman comes out and there's a 2-year-old there. What are you doing? Lives in that house.
Okay, basically it's the male version of a Karen.
Right.
I get it. You can leave us alone. A 2-year-old? Yeah. What does that matter? He's driving a car when he's walking around with a skateboard. Just relax, bro.
All right, okay.
Now
All right,
he's in the car with her man, and her man is telling her.
what was your issue with that video? This one gentleman, I noticed that this one gentleman came out as it was a couple in their yard.
It's two young people, and they're ghost riding their car through a nice neighborhood to make a video, right? So he gets out of his car, gets on a skateboard while the car is rolling with nobody in it. His girlfriend is there videoing him. An older gentleman who lives there comes out, a male Karen, and basically tells them, hey, what are you doing? And they're like, hey, she starts to talk. And she says, hey, we're not doing nothing, just we're whatever. And he's like, hey, their 2-year-old kid lives in the house that's around where they're ghost riding this car. And she's like, what does that matter? Well, obviously, we know why it matters. As they get in the car, the guy tells her, he said, hey, listen, check this out. Let me do all the talking in situations like that. We are wrong for what we're doing. What we're doing is wrong. That's the first thing. He's right to come out and do that. Second thing is if you run your mouth, he disrespects you, then I have to get out and smack the shit out of this dude. See? And the whole time the guy is saying, get in the car, just get in the car. Come on, just get in the car. No reason to argue with this dude. A, because we're wrong. B, because if something, even because you're dumbass, you're going to get us in trouble. Then I'm going to smack the shit out of this dude. Because why? Because I'm the man and I got to do that right now.
No, so basically what you're saying is she was out of place and escalating it instead of
she was out of place by even talking at all. And I don't mean that in a bad way. What I mean is in the situation where we are wrong, she doesn't even recognize that they're in the wrong. You're ghost riding a car. Doesn't matter if it's slow. A little boy lives in that house, a little kid that's 2 years old. So if something went wrong, he's alerting you that, hey, you're doing dangerous shit right now. So he's correct, right?
But I wouldn't agree with you saying slapping the shit out. I don't believe in putting my hands on a woman or nothing.
No, not the woman, not the woman. The man, if he gets to arguing with your girlfriend, whether she's right or wrong, if he says something crazy, disrespect her, you're gonna have to get up and smack this dude, even though he doesn't even deserve it.
I would just say remove yourself from that position, because there's been times when I've been with a so-called woman and they try to escalate some shit. I'll leave their ass. I get the Chinese name real quick, one gone, for real, and let them handle that. Let them argue that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going through all of that. I'm with peace, love, and hair grease. You know what I'm saying?
I am too, but you're gonna ride with your girlfriend. You're going. I mean, at the end of the day, that's your girlfriend.
No, she won't be my girlfriend if she starts some shit.
Well, he's trying to give her correction in the car. If you could play the clip in the car, he's explaining it exactly why. Hey, don't do that.
Yeah.
Let me handle it. We're in the wrong. And I don't want to cross over too crazy, but one of the topics I'm hot for right now is listen, if we're all Christians, which I hope we are, and we believe in Jesus as our Savior, right? So to get to heaven, you got to just believe that Christ died for your sins. Very simple, right? Can we all agree on that?
Yeah, but I'm not a Christian.
I don't agree with the heaven part. I agree with some of it.
So I'm very spiritual.
I agree
and I
with you,
believe in
Travis.
God, but
Okay,
I
Marlo.
don't.
Okay,
The
thank
Christian
you, Marlo.
part, I don't have a
Totally
religion.
agree.
Marlo, auntie, yes. Okay,
Yes,
so
absolutely.
if we believe in the Bible, the man must lead. And listen, it's true that the man may lead you to failure. Correct. However, the problem that we have, because I like your theory. I like what you said, Sergio, and I appreciate all that. But if that's my shorty, I'm gonna ride with her, and that dude's getting the shit smacked out of him. He disrespects her in some crazy way. I'm gonna have to.
I'm gonna ride with her, but if
I'm gonna ride with her, and that's what it is. We ain't going
but
home.
if she put us in jeopardy, if she put us in jeopardy, that's a warning from your God, my God, their God, that she ain't supposed to be with me.
Well, that's what Travis is trying to get across, that the woman did not want to receive the positive message. She didn't want to understand as to why this could escalate further if you continue to have a disagreement with a stranger in their home.
Yeah, right.
Outside
Well, she's not compatible with me if she does that.
Well, I
Sam,
think
do you have that second part of Travis? What he had, please?
Mm-hmm. I can't hear it.
I know the Lord, man. The devil's at work today. I'm telling you. Here we go. Hold on.
They are. I'm a journalist. I'm in contact with Iranian youth who are asking to be bombed. And you are standing here supporting a terrorist regime. What are you doing supporting a terrorist regime? Why are you supporting a terrorist regime? I understand bombing is bad. Convince me of what? Of women not having no rights? I'm Iranian. I've been imprisoned by that regime. This has got nothing to do with Palestine. This is about a terrorist regime in my country. I can't even go to see my father's grave. I'm left as a refugee. You should think about it. She's right.
I seen
Iranians are
earlier
asking for the
today.
bombs.
Earlier today, I reviewed.
I'm a journalist. I'm in contact with Iranian youth who are
See what she
asking
says?
to
I'm
be
a
bombed.
journalist. I'm in
And
contact
you are
with people
standing
on the ground over there.
supporting
The
a
same thing
terrorist
happened in
regime.
Venezuela.
What are
The
you
exact
doing?
same issue, right?
All right. Travis, briefly explain the reason you
Okay, so
chose
what's
that
going on
topic.
here in this particular clip is, and again, think about this simultaneously with what we just did in Venezuela. What's going on is here's a woman, a journalist, who's in the crowd of protesters. They're anti-Iranian war protesters, and they're women, okay? And so here's a woman, journalist, who says, hey, I have people, I have family, I have people, I know what's going on in Iran. You don't know. The people in Iran want this regime gone, and they know America can make it happen. They can immediately have a revolution. Now, I want to say two things here. One, they got rid of the Shah. It used to be run by the Shah. I think about like 72, 73. We did fuck with these people. I mean, that just is what it is. We got in the way of the natural process of what those people wanted. We wanted to get rid of the Shah. So what did we do? We allowed basically these what was fundamental Islamists. That's putting you in a burqa and cutting hands off if you steal. And you know, I don't want to get hands cut off because I've definitely stole stuff or whatever in life, but I just want to make a side note is that ethically, maybe in America, we could do better if we had maybe not stricter rules, but if we had a better culture as far as these things. Anyway, this woman's telling the protester, hey, you're dead ass wrong for this. The women in Iran want this shit. And here you are protesting against her. What's wrong with you? You don't even know what's going on. Same thing in Venezuela. There's this I hate Trump, whatever Trump does. And so it's backlash against anything he does. But the thing about it is, in the last administration, nobody wants to talk about history and administration, but there has been a constant thing of pro-women, liberate women, free people who are under kings or fascist dictators, right? And now when you have action, which is literally equates to the words that the liberals say, there's this backlash against it. So what you're saying is keep that, I want to say a different word, but I'm not going to say it. Keep that female in a hijab. Keep that female subjugated. Keep that female on her knees to the man. Keep that female's tongue in her head, right? Because the opposite of that, if we win the war in Iran, what would happen would be regime change. And what you would have is a Western style leader, right? The same type of leader that they had in 72. Okay, so we are responsible, though, for the fuck up. I'll say that. But forget about that. Y'all want to forget about history? Let's forget about this time. And now we're here. What are we going to do? Are we going to free these women, or we're going to keep her in the hijab and keep her tongue in the back of her mouth? I mean, that's really what it is. And like I said, a lot of our panelists here, I love all of y'all. But a common refrain is, I don't want to talk about what Biden did because that was then. That was a different thing. Now we're here. We have to have that continuity because we're talking about ethics. We're talking about rules. How would we debate those things other than saying, hey, this is the standard. This is the precedence that was set, whatever it is. And we're going by that. To be able to debate each other, we have to have a constant set of rules. And forgetting about history is erasing any of the rules. And I'm a little retarded. If my clothes don't fit right, I feel funny. So I need the rules to be kind of like exact, right?
Okay.
So
All right.
right or wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm like this here right now. Okay. Who is anyone else to complain if the people that it's affecting is happy with it? First of all, y'all know how I feel about boycotting, girl cotton, protesting, rallying. None of that shit matters. It don't change nothing anyway. So it's just a waste of time, and I think it's just for attention and want to be a part of something or say, yeah, I was at that protest, so what? It didn't accomplish nothing. Any protest I ever seen that never. As a matter of fact, y'all remember the Target boycott? Guess what? They're building 189,000 more now, bigger and better. So I ain't trying to hear that.
Mhm.
Could I say something?
It's
Because I got
totally a
something to
waste
say.
of time.
I have a lot to say. Okay. When I
Lennox said, "Amen, moderator." Thank you, Lennox. I appreciate
well, could I
That's lit.
say
Okay,
something? Could I
Yeah,
say
go ahead.
something?
Go ahead, Navia.
Open train.
Okay, so really, honestly, I understand the woman thing, and I really, I'm sticking through the woman thing more, woman power. But on top of that, I don't give a fuck about another country. Could I say that?
Yes.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. I don't care about the other countries. We fighting for our country. We got a lot of stuff that we need to handle here.
Boom.
So to worry about
Hello.
other women somewhere else is crazy work. I really don't care about that because we
Yeah.
is suffering over here. So to sit up here and say like the war is helping the women over there, I really don't care because we suffering over here. So why would I care about what's going on in
Right.
another country? If you sure if you want to get out of that, then come to the US like everybody else is. But to sit up here and worry about what's going on in another country and we is suffering over here is crazy work to me. That's all I gotta say.
And look, check this out. Like, say for instance, so many people they protesting about ICE agents, illegal immigrants. They're worried about illegal immigrants, the safety and care of the illegal immigrants. But what about why you not protesting, or why you not protesting the gangs murdering the
Yeah.
neighborhood children?
Mhm.
Why? You know what I'm saying? But you want to worry about the illegal immigrants in ICE. You know, it's just asinine. CJ, what's your thoughts?
I'm kind of with you, Ms. Rose. And I hate to say it because the reason why we in it.
Damn, I thought I had her.
Other people business. Like,
DJ.
Yeah.
we're in it because we're literally minding other people business. Now, I know there's always moving parts because everybody is, it's like a matter of opinion. Like, it's different perspective, different views, whatever's going on, how it's going to benefit us at that particular moment. I don't understand how this is benefiting us, and it could be due to my ignorance, so I do apologize. But for what I can see, we are minding somebody else's business.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? And then if you are going to protest or whatever, why not protest with something that pertains to you? Something that pertains to you. You don't hear nothing about the new KKK, kings killing kings. and they shoot so horribly they miss and kill innocent people and kids and stuff. Why not protest about that? But you want to go protest about ICE agents detaining and locking up illegal immigrants. You want to protest about the Iranian regime. Them people over there happy as hell. Leave them alone. They did the same
make
shit
the
with
burger great again.
Venezuela.
Make the burger
Marlo,
great.
what's your thoughts, Marlo?
I think the war is not related to anything of civilization of any other nation, country, or presence. It's all about economic leverage. And that's all it boils down to. Trump don't give a rat's, his administration rat's tail about any person.
Hold on. How did we come up? How did Trump come into this right now?
It's the
okay.
Because it's dealing with the war.
It's a war. That's what Travis is talking about. The Iranians are at war with us. Or actually, we're at war with the Iranians because they started. So this is the Trump administration, and it has nothing to do with the sovereignty of these states. It has to do with economic leverage and taking these people oil, belongings, lands. And that's why Ghana told you step foot down up in Africa, you're going to regret it.
Say that.
Because we're not playing these games with you. You're not coming to steal no more of our minerals, our golds, our oils, our women, nobody. Come here and you're going to wrath. And that's what Iran is now telling them too. And China has given a soft warning. Don't play with us. We're not playing. The U.S., I'm happy to be free in the U.S., but how free are we? How
we're not.
We're not, because for the rest of our lives, we will always have bills. When some of these countries, they pay their bills off and they ain't got no more bills the rest of their life. They are living on their farms. They are raising their chickens.
That is true. The people at will, they're living for free.
They're living,
I mean, basically, yes.
They're living a good life. We will always have bills, taxes,
debt,
credit.
You know, only country
lay down and
I agree. I agree.
It's getting 100%. Worse and worse. Worse.
Okay, but hold on, Marlo. Marlo, can I
hold on? We got hey Travis. We got to give Sam a chance. Sam, what's your thoughts on both Travis topics?
Val is waiting in the room. I thought.
Yeah, I don't have. I really don't have a comment on. I think everybody basically explain their points, and I think I agree with most of the people. So
most of who though? I mean, like all of us, right? Or the right side or the left side? Because you got to say the right or the left right now.
No, it's for me when you're talking about stuff like that. There's no right or left. I don't really. I don't think that has anything to do with politics. If a female is being out of line and not willing to accept accountability, that has nothing to do with right or left. I just think women, not every single woman, but women in general, for some reason, accountability is not something that's welcome.
Oh, I thought we was talking about the Iran thing. I didn't know we.
No, he's talking about.
No, we talking. He had two topics. He had two topics at first.
Oh, okay, because I was confused. Oh, okay, you talking about the first one? Okay, no, I ain't talking about that. We talking about the women in Iran.
We was answering both of them. Yeah.
Okay.
My bad.
As far as the Middle East, I mean, I was over there for a while. During Desert Storm, Desert Shield, and also Iraqi Freedom. So I was able to see see everything that happened. And what people don't understand, the reason why we're over there, because 80% of the oil that comes out of the Hormuz Strait basically goes to supply Japan, South Korea, some to China, like our allies. So the U.S. is based off of economics. So that's not something I think that anybody should be in disagreement with. The U.S. is about capitalism. It's about money. And that's the reason why so many people around the world try to come to the U.S. so they can tap into that capitalism, the social systems.
So you have
Chinese.
But we losing money though.
Till they find out the truth.
Yeah, like really, we like.
Okay, hold on, Sam. You wasn't finished, right?
No, but Marlo can go ahead.
Okay. How are we? Hold on, Navia. How are we losing money? Oh, ain't that
Wait,
sweet? Ain't
The
that
listen to my
sweet?
buddy Sam on live.
Yeah. All
That's
right,
fire. That's the
Navia.
Bible right
How
there.
are
That's
we
the
losing
Bible.
money?
That's fire.
well, basically, the U.S. is
That's the
insolvent
Bible.
right now.
Hey,
Hold on, y'all.
that's
Hold on,
fire.
y'all. Let's
That's
keep it
fucking
together.
fire.
Let's keep it together, Marlo. It wasn't that funny. Navia. How are we
Tell me
losing
what's
money?
funny to me.
The U.S. is insolvent right now. That's what they saying,
Right.
basically. I
Are you
mean, fact check. Fact check.
insolvent? Insolvent
Yes.
means the definition of insolvent means you can't pay your bills. We print our own money.
We
So
can't pay our
we would
bills.
never
We're
be
in a
insolvent
deficit.
theoretically.
Well, they said that, and they said basically that he's spending billions of
We're in
dollars,
a
way
deficit.
more than what Obama, which I saying Obama was spending. He's spending way more than that per
Anybody.
day.
Sam.
Like, come on now, like,
Sam.
what's going on?
Hold on. So far, he's spending $1 billion a day. How long has the war been?
Sam.
21 days. Okay, hold on.
No,
Obama
but
sent 90 billion on one pallet.
No, he didn't. What
Okay,
do you think?
all right. Okay. Anyway, Sam,
Hold, hold,
Sam.
the
Is
numbers,
is the
Sam.
country?
fact check. We need a fact check. We need a fact check on this.
Yes,
Sam, don't
We
make
need a
Sam
fact
pull
check.
it up. Don't make Sam. We already did
Yes,
that
I
show and
want
we
to.
already pulled that up. But anyway, Sam, is the United States uh in dire straits when it comes to funds?
nowhere near in dire straits.
Thank you very much.
The only people. The reason why is in our chat. I posted our S&P 500, and I posted the last 5 years, and you
Correct.
see in the last 5 years it had been going steadily up. And then that was pulled into question by a certain individual. So what I did was I posted the same graph, but the last 25 years, where it reflected that every time a new administration comes into place,
That's right.
it always dips because companies have to adjust. And then they have something called correction. So where it'll slowly adapt to, okay, the new policies that whoever that administration put in, and then it'll shoot up. So the thing is, the S&P 500 is to me the closest reflection of the prosperity in the US. If the US was so insolvent, there wouldn't be people now going through the Supreme Court trying to receive birthright citizenship for the Asians and stuff coming. Go ahead, Marlo, you take over.
I'm listening. I can shake my head and
No,
not.
no, no. You know what else too, Sam? Didn't Qatar give us $600 billion? Was it Qatar or Saudi Arabia?
I mean,
Six
all of them
trillion.
have given us stuff. And one example that I was saying earlier before I was cut off is when we were over there in Kuwait fighting, I was there on boots on the ground.
Uh-huh.
When Hurricane Katrina happened and it shut down all our entire pipelines, gas started to go up.
Correct.
And Bush was the president, but no matter who was the president, it would have shot up because all those oil rigs down in the Gulf of America and all those things had been cut off those pipelines. So gas started to hit $6 a gallon. But Kuwait, because we helped them fight Saddam Hussein, and when they was trying to take over Kuwait, that's why we call it the liberation of Kuwait, our medals that we received. Kuwait was giving the US free of charge 500 million barrels of oil per day. And that's what made our gas prices stay down because we helped them. So when we have allies, the US is based off an economy that everybody in the world utilizes the US as an ally. Even when Ukraine happened, when Russia went to Ukraine isn't even a member of NATO.
No.
But yet we sent them almost $200 billion, and they're not even a member. They literally didn't do anything with the US. The US went to help because the whole UK was saying, well, if Russia takes over Ukraine, they're going to keep coming west. They're going to keep coming towards us. So The last administration tapped in and gave billions in weapons, billions in money. They replenished retirement funds for Ukrainians that they basically replaced the Ukrainian social security system. So the thing is like, I understand what people are saying as far as, why are we fighting everybody else's stuff? Why? That's just how our economy is based. I'm just shocked that nobody was saying nothing the last 4 years when we was basically handing them 401ks, retirements. We were handing them all this stuff, and they're not even a member. Period.
And then, a matter of fact, this was it Tuesday. Tuesday, the Chinese started selling their Bitcoin and their gold to purchase U.S. dollars. Anybody else seen that?
Can I make a comment?
Go ahead, Travis. Make it brief. Make it brief because we got to go to the next topic.
Okay, we got to talk about the fuel prices, understanding fuel prices. Fuel is sold in futures. So everything is called a financial instrument, right? That's being sold on the stock market or in the futures market. So most oil is sold in futures. So literally you're buying a contract on buying a rail car of oil, right, in the future. So the futures market, which rules what the price is ruled by minute to minute data. So right now it looks fucked up. It does.
Yeah, it does. It does. And you know what? I'm just like
That's
this.
the only reason, though.
If you got a problem with the gas prices right now, instead of whining about it, invest in petroleum companies, and you won't.
But then on top of that, the gas companies is now putting more ethanol in the gas thing. Did y'all see about that? And it's going to cause us more money and all of that.
If they're doing that and they're making money on that, wouldn't it be a wise move to invest in that?
No, it's not, because it's going to mess up our cars in the future. Did you see that?
Can I explain? Could I explain what ethanol and fuel means?
Please, yes, Sam. Yes.
So basically, back in the 90s, the U.S. was trying to help out the corn farmers. So they basically donated billions of dollars to those corn farmers to make some more money, just like they do the milk commercials to help the cattle owners to make some type of money. So what happened was they started pushing the ethanol 85, which is 15% ethanol. What they found out, because people started dying sitting in their cars when the cars were idling, is that when the temperature is above 80 degrees, ethanol turns into a gas, and it like doubles CO2 emissions. So you have people sitting in their garage, even though the door was open, and they're dying. They're going to sleep forever. Now, what they did was they changed it to continue to help support those farmers. So during the winter months, when the daily average temperatures are under 80 degrees, that's why they call it the winter blend. So if you Google winter blend and summer blend of gasoline in the US, during the winter months, they do that. During the summer months, they go back to their summer blend that has less ethanol in it. So the last administration had also removed the regulation to sell the winter blend during the summer to try to
because I was about to say it was a regulation that you only gonna have a certain amount of ethanol. Because
it's all 15%. It's all 15% ethanol. It's just the only difference is you have a winter mix that's sold only during the winter months, and then you have a summer mix that's sold during the summer. And all they did was what was just done last week was basically what the last administration did 2 years ago to keep gas from skyrocketing.
Well, it's messing up our cars, honey. It's messing up our cars, and I'm going to give y'all the links. I'm going to give y'all the links.
The only time ethanol messes up your car is if you put some ethanol filled gas in your tank and it sits for 3, 4, 5 months. Because ethanol, if it sits there, guess what it turns into? Water. So you get water into your gas. You'll get it in your tank. So if you drive your car like a daily driver, you can put all the ethanol you want in it, and
It's
it's
gonna
not going to mess
dissipate.
up
It's
your
gonna
car.
dissipate.
But you're
Yeah.
going to be
Because
spending more gas money if you really realize like it's going to be run. You thinking that you saving money, but you really spending more money. That's what I'm trying to say. But
you're saying it's
okay,
messing
if
up
that's what
cars.
y'all
I was
saying,
just
okay,
that
because
was
y'all ain't
all.
give me no
Subsidizing corn
fact.
farmers.
Y'all
You're
ain't give
right.
me no fact check, so I don't want to
No,
hear it.
Nevaeh,
Y'all
you're
ain't
right.
give me
You're
no
right.
fact
You're
check.
right. It is more because you're subsidizing corn farmers. You are right.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
more expensive.
All right. Anyway, like y'all know what I say. If you gotta complain about $7.50 or $15 more in gas to get more money, something is seriously wrong other than the high price in gas. Next, let's go to Marlo's topic. Sam.
You ready to play it?
Yeah, uh-huh.
I'm standing by, waiting.
Okay.
Who's playing something?
Somebody must not want us to play that
The devil.
video
It's the
clip.
devil. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
I got it
I don't
queued
want to
up
say
and
it, but that's
shared.
what it
So
is.
I know. I'm waiting for the engineer.
She probably got a really good topic too.
Thank you, Julian.
And I seen who is Lennox? Who is that?
That's Lin Sue.
Okay. She's
Shout out to
she's
Lin.
all groupie. She's all groupie because she been tag teaming everything else.
Hey, look, Lin is what's up. She's fired. Straight up fired. Great supporter.
Thank you. That's what Marla was saying. Good. Julian,
Hold on. She didn't give you props, did she?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have
And
to talk
Julian Capel.
I'm gonna have to talk to her. Don't worry about it. We're gonna have a talk right now. Hold on.
All right, I guess we'll just hold on a second. Let me say exactly because I don't know, something must be going technical difficulties with this. Hold on. But
You could come back.
Marlo said this is my topic for Thursday. I'm
Okay.
gonna have to play it this way.
It was playing.
It was?
He had it up earlier and you told him.
Yeah, it was too early. It was too early. Hold on.
China is fully prepared to fight to the very end because the world is big enough that the United States is not the totality of the market in the world. So if the United States wants to go in that direction of completely shutting itself out of the China market, be my guest.
Yeah, and China will lose the US market, which, as I've said, is 15%.
We don't care. We don't care. China has been here for 5,000 years. Most of the time, there was no United States, and we survived. And if the United States wants to bully China, we will deal with the situation without the United States. And we expect to survive for another 5,000 years.
When you hear Donald Trump say China wants a deal, it just doesn't know how to go about it. They're proud people. J.D. Vance talks about Chinese peasants. What do you make of their conduct in this respect?
If J.D. Vance thinks that he's dealing with the peasants in China, and I'm proud to be a descendant of the peasants, most of us are descendants of the peasants anyway, that's our tradition. We are farmers before, but now we are one of the leading industrialized economies in the world. So I'm sorry, J.D. Vance doesn't know what he's talking about. And therefore, I don't think there will be China-US dialogue unless the United States changes its attitude towards China. Deal with China as it is. Show respect to China, show respect to the Chinese people, and don't try to impose your prejudice and biased view about China or about the rest of the world. China is fully prepared to fight to the very end.
All right.
Because the world.
That's repetitious right there. Okay, go ahead, Marlo. That's your topic.
Well, that's my topic, and he pretty much stated facts of and not against where I'm from, but it just becomes a point of us trying to bully other civilizations, other countries, trying to demand how they move, how they work, how they live, how they eat, how they breathe, how they dress. That is not our affair. And for you to try to constrict a country by imposing almost 145% tax tariff to think that you're going to dismantle this economy where China is everywhere right now. They are pushing their products to every single corner of this world. They have treaties with Africa. They're building infrastructure. They have treaties with their own countries. They're working with Japan. They're working with the US. They're working with Australia. They're working Russia. Now they had this big summit, safety summit meeting that the US was not invited to. It was Russia, India, and China.
You know what?
It's telling us, Raymond, this one right here is letting us know and giving us a clear view that people can survive without us. And the mentality that the way we're handling our current state is just it's disrespectful.
Yes.
I agree that everybody needs everybody. I really do.
Right. And we can't act as though we don't need these other countries, that we can stand on our own and do all these. Because most of these people that's over here, because I've been in human resource for 25 years and I also was in Desert Storm. So in the same fact, also I wrote SOP for the state of Virginia for Department of Corrections, many of them. So I know
red light
things come together and how things work and how they should work. We can't just go in as bullies everywhere and try to dictate to other people.
Yeah, everybody's not going to fall for that. You're right.
No, and call them peasants. And he said, yeah, we know we were peasants. We were farmers. And from farmers, we came to like the biggest IT tech type country in the world. You go to Tokyo somewhere, that whole place is tech. Look at Dubai. Look at the United Emirates. They look more developed than the U.S. does.
Yes,
where's our tax dollars?
I agree. That's
definitely agree.
That's one thing I can agree with you on, Marlo. And I also want to say that now I did notice where this gentleman contradicted himself, because just Tuesday, the Chinese government was selling their Bitcoin and their gold to purchase U.S. dollars. So if they don't need us, why do they need our dollars? CJ, do you think that any superpower, world power, can survive on their own? Is there any country that you think can do it by themselves? Without, hold on, before you answer that, Sam, how much are we paying China in tariffs?
They're going to lift theirs up too.
China, they just agreed to do reciprocal tariffs. So we're basically
zero.
They're basically charging the U.S. what the U.S. charges them.
That evens out to zero, right?
And they're supposed to meet, I believe, next month or the month after to discuss like a permanent trade deal, at least for 10 years.
Okay, so basically, if you're gonna make a deal with another country, you need that country. So he contradicted himself. CJ, do you think there's any world power that can survive and flourish without other countries?
I feel like if you can control resources and provide stability, yes. Absolutely.
It's plenty
But
of them.
there are things in other countries that we don't have, and vice versa with other countries.
Right.
Yeah.
So it goes back to we all need each other. I'm like this: God created humankind. You know what I'm saying? So I think we all need each other.
It wasn't that he said that he would survive. China wouldn't have any trades anywhere else. He was saying if U.S. did not want to continue their trade, which is only 15% of their economy, they're not going to crash and burn.
No, right. I understand that. I said I agree with you on that part. But why are they selling their gold and their coins to purchase U.S. dollars? Navia, think that every country is dependent on other countries to survive?
I mean, as all humans, everybody needs somebody. But on top of that, US just one person. There's a one country, I meant, not one person, one country. But there's other countries. So if they got all of the other countries on their side besides the US, they could survive. Yes, they can. US
Yeah.
is not really that serious to where, yes, we do spend a lot of money and all that. Yes, China do make a lot of stuff and all of that stuff like that where we buy and all of that. But on top of that, they don't need us if other all of the other countries is willing to purchase and buy from them. I don't think that they need us, because that's like me. If I have a business and it's just one culture that's not trying to buy from me, but every other culture, I could survive off of that. From one culture, yes, I
Okay.
can. So I feel like yes, they can survive without the US. Without the US, I'm not saying all of the other countries. I'm just saying US. They was talking about the US, and that's what I'm talking about.
Okay, thank you. Sam, briefly, who is the most powerful country, most powerfulest and richest country in the world?
The most
Statistically.
powerful,
Here.
is the U.S. If you want to go by military,
Right,
as far as the populace, you would have to go with China.
right.
And what was the third one?
Richest.
Well, the U.S. has the largest economy as far as GDP, so it would be the U.S.
Yep.
People in the U.S. buy more than any other country in the world. Like with Mercedes Benz, their biggest purchasers are here. Louis Vuitton, Chanel. Like U.S. people like to waste money
Yep.
on stuff they really don't need, and no other country in the world does that.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Can I, when can I get in?
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
briefly.
Briefly. Okay. So the reason why that we can just print money is because we enforce by military action that you're going to buy gas, you're going to buy fuel in US dollars. So that, to your point, Sergio, to your point, Sam, really at the bottom of this is that a lot of what we're doing is enforcing you to use the dollar bill, which is not backed by anything, to buy the largest energy source. I don't know if you can fact check me on this, but is oil. So that's why we're going to continue to do what we're doing. That's why we're going to continue to win. Now, if we lose that and we fought countries over losing this, then we're going to be in trouble. But we can keep on printing money as long as you got to buy. You got to go purchase, just like what you said about China. They're purchasing dollar bills because you have to buy oil in dollar bills. And I'm done.
All right. Okay. I pull that down,
Done.
Sam. Pull that down, Sam. I'm gonna read something right quick. Okay. I just crowned you for the one about the Supreme Court. But anyway, my topic. I chose this for a topic because it was so baffling to me. All right. This is a prime example of what a DEI hire can do. All right. Biden hired the Supreme Court Justice Katana, whatever her name is, to be Supreme Court judge.
Kwame Jackson.
All right, check this out. The Supreme Court just voted 8-1 to protect children from becoming transgender. Guess who the only person to vote the other way? Can anybody else guess who that other person was?
Ms. Jackson?
That's right.
I know that's right.
The black DEI hire. Isn't that something? That's baffling to me. Why would you want your child to become transgender? Why are you pushing that agenda so hard? It's just straight baffling to me. CJ, what's your thoughts on that? And how do you feel about everybody say, oh yeah, we got a black female, we got a black female Supreme Court justice.
Sorry,
How
Miss
do you
Jackson.
feel about her vote?
I don't agree with it, of course, because that's just diabolical to give a child the like ability to make the decision to change their gender. That's just crazy, is absolute hell. Um, I don't care about her gender and her race. At the end of the day, I gotta recognize who she's representing and who she worked for. So
Right.
yes,
Right.
I get why she voted that way, but I absolutely don't agree. Because are you absolutely nuts? Like I got
Okay, so let me rephrase that question. Why is the Democratic Party so hell spent on that shit?
you know what? I couldn't even tell you. I'm
That
not a
shit
damn
is cray cray.
that it is. That's why.
Because a lot of people is a lot of so a lot of people is gay. That's why it doesn't matter like about like the politics thing and all of that. It's really like now everybody is sure it's a lot of gay things going on. So like people got to realize like okay, you got to either get with it or get gone basically. So
But she
I
claims
feel like no, that's the wrong thing. Of course, that's the wrong thing. But they making toys like did y'all see the toy with a the thing where the guy was popping a booty and it was a boy toy and I was looking like, well, you know what I'm saying?
uh,
So who made that toy? You get what I'm
Right.
trying to say? So it just like it's out there and every sure is a lot of transgenders, it's a lot of LBGQ whatever the letters is. I don't know. Like I mean, I'm not against it, but I don't care about it. But on top of that is that like you going to stand where everything is going. So that's what
right,
she probably
right,
doing.
right,
She
right.
trying to
I mean,
she's probably trying to get her thing up because of what's going on right now. And that's
Mhm.
just what
yeah,
I can say.
yeah, but I'm just saying though, but she claims to be a Christian. You know, it's just
Okay,
baffling to
but the
me.
Christians have the Christians is the main people that have the gay people in there singing the choir thing. Come on now, like be for real. Like all of the choir
I know,
people
but I'm
is
saying they
gay and
act
all that.
like, yeah, you're right. You're definitely correct. But I'm just like, they act like God changed their mind. But
I'm
anyway,
just
let's
saying,
move.
like all of the leaders is
Why is
like
not gay?
They
I'm
act
just
like
saying
God changed their
majority of
mind.
them is like that. Like they clapping their hands, they shaking their booties and all that.
Shaking their
Like
booty.
Where
yeah,
at?
like
Why are you going? What church you going to?
That's what
I
I'm trying to
just
figure out.
saw a lot of things way
Damn.
be like when I'm old
Really,
school. I'm
Toledo.
46. I'm 46. So I done been to a lot of churches and it's a lot of people that I've pinpointed be like, okay, yeah, I already know. But I'm not gonna judge them, but that's what they are, and that's just what it is. And we can't like
Change that. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, we
Sam.
can't
I'm
change
like,
that.
Sam. Marlo, why do you think she voted that other way?
Maybe somebody in her ear, and like Nevaeh says, she's trying to appease those that may have
Mhm.
voted her or nominated her in. But I don't agree with children making decisions like that that'll last a lifetime. Because you see a lot
Sam,
of
what do you think? What made her out of all of them? 8-1. She the only one did that shit. What do you think happened with that?
To me, it's just another decision showing that she would be an example of who shouldn't be a Supreme Court justice.
Mm.
A Supreme Court justice is supposed to weigh all of their opinions based off the Constitution. And the case that she weighed in on, the Childs versus Salazar, I believe it is in Colorado, it wasn't the issue was a parent had gone, their daughter decided that she didn't want to be a boy anymore. So she took him to counseling, and then somebody reported it to the state, and then the state tried to have the parent arrested because they was trying to detransition their daughter from a boy to a girl. So when the daughter started to go through that counseling, that's basically when the state sued the mother. So the state sued the mother on her daughter wanting to return to being a girl. So that's how it ended up in the Supreme Court. And for her to say that, she's basically saying, once a child make up their mind, they should be locked into whatever they decided on, no matter how old they are.
But
And
could I say
that's the reason why what she did wasn't based off the Constitution, because even the other two liberal justices, they were like, anybody should be able to go see whatever therapist for counseling that they want to. That's their right. And she's basically saying that's not their right. It's up to the government to be able to dictate and regulate what your child is supposed to be able to seek help for or not.
That's cray. Anyway, we got a good one coming up right
could I
now.
say
Y'all
one
know
more
that.
thing before we close this out? Everybody talking about all of the bad things that everybody else doing, but the president have so much things that's going on that's
Right.
very bad,
We talk
and
about him
nobody
too. We
talking about
talk
that.
about
Everybody talking
certain
about
stuff that.
everything else, but they don't talk about
No,
Trump
oh no,
with
oh
all of
no.
the bad stuff he do.
We talk about him a lot.
No, y'all
But
don't
right
really.
now we're
Y'all don't
talking about
really.
what
Y'all
happened
really
this week.
don't.
We're talking about what happened
Okay,
this
but
week. He do something every day.
the
But look,
president is
if
the
we
leader
talked
though.
about him, if we talked about him, the whole show would be about him because he do something every damn day. We talk
Okay, the
about different
president is the
people that do
leader.
great stuff.
Okay, so if he sure if they could
Your
get
topic is next. Your topic is
okay.
next. All right, pull it up,
Hold
sir.
on. I can't talk. I want to speak on that one topic.
What
It's
topic?
too late. It's too late. We got to move on. Go ahead, Sam.
That is insane.
Too late, baby. Bye bye. Now my time to grow. I
Oh
love
God,
Sam.
that's crazy. Oh, so it's my topic. Okay.
Yeah, we waiting on yours to load up.
It ain't gonna load.
No.
It's not gonna load. Oh, really?
If it loads,
It's ready.
go with it.
It's
And
just
Marlo, quit texting me. Quit texting me during the show. You're distracting me. All right.
But then I'll say it on live.
I don't care. I will cut your ass off.
Say it
All right.
on
Well, anyway, I'm gonna
live.
play
Say
it
on
right
live.
here. I'm gonna play it right here, Nabia. Hold on.
Malcolm X once said, I just told you a little while ago, these leaders that they call leaders, this included Lena Horne, this included Dick Gregory, and this included comedians, comics, trumpet players, baseball players. Show me in the white community where a comedian is a white leader. Show me in the white community where a singer is a white leader, or a dancer or a trumpet player is a white leader. These aren't leaders. These are puppets and clowns that have been set up over the white community and over the black community by the white community and have been made celebrities and usually say exactly what they know that the white man wants to hear. And Malcolm X's words still ring true today. I don't get. Okay.
Go ahead, Nabia.
So honestly, y'all already know I'm talking about Chili and
Nick Cannon.
girl. Yeah, Nick Cannon and the bald-headed girl. You get what I'm saying? So me personally, I feel like, okay, Lyndon Johnson, he was the one that signed the thing over in what 1964, the civil rights. 1965 he did. And then that's when the Democrats changed over to the Republicans. So basically, they sitting up here trying to say the Democrats is against us or whatever, or don't like black people. But on top of that, that was a fact at once, but it changed over once they did the civil rights movements and all of that stuff like that. So they was talking about something that they really, really didn't know. And on top of that, y'all sitting up here celebrities, and I feel like celebrities is jokes because they feel like they got money. They don't really have to, they can say what they want and people believe it, but you can't believe everything celebrities say for the simple fact is they really kind of like some of them is kind of slow, just like
Right.
You know
them
what,
two.
though? They mean what they say because they got a hell of a lot to lose. They jeopardizing a hell of a lot.
Okay, but you
Cancellation
can't
and all
speak,
that.
but you can't speak shit that's not real, and you got to state facts. Okay, yeah, they started off true, they started off right, But then on top of that, they didn't really express the real truth after that.
But
They
you
made
know
it
what,
seem
too?
like Democrats are just like that, and that's
They,
just what it is.
they,
Even though I'm not a Democrat or a Republican, I just feel like when you say something, you should speak on the real facts, and that's just what it is.
just like the Snoop Dogg, Kanye West, Ice Cube, Nick Cannon, Chili, Nicki Minaj, who else? Everybody else that like Trump. They've been feeling this way. This just ain't just happened overnight. You know how
Can I
many
rebut that?
friends, and families that we have that really support Trump, but they won't let you know.
And-
Would
and-
you say,
but
Sam?
you know why? But you know why? Because of their money, their level of money. That's just what it is. But if they was low or middle
Middle
class
class.
and low class, they would not think like that. They making money, so they feeling like, okay, I'm up there where all of the other people could talk like that. So they feel like a certain class, like a class, and they talking down on other people because they making money. But that's not right, because for one, like we still here. We still here. We still trying to work our way up. So regardless of what, y'all putting all these stipulations and all of that on people that's trying to come up, and we can't come up because y'all got so many stipulations and rules and all of that for the poor and the people that's barely making it. Come on now. Like
Yeah.
y'all doing
Okay.
everything for the rich. Come on now. That's
But
crazy. To me, that's crazy.
those stipulations are ridding illegal people so you can have a better opportunity. And there is no excuse. The stipulations are reachable. Simply, it's a matter. There's
It's
funds
reachable
for
to certain
people.
people. It's not reachable to everybody. Come on now, like be for
Okay.
real.
All
Like
right,
some people
Sam, you
cannot
was
go
getting
through
ready to
that.
say something?
Yeah, first thing I know she brought up Lyndon B. Johnson, and she also mentioned that the party switched because of the Civil Rights Act.
You're right. I remember that. I remember
Basically,
hearing that.
He's
this
about to
is
smoke
what
you.
this is what happened, and this is why MLK isn't a hero to a lot of people.
Here we go.
He's about to
I know,
smoke you.
right?
So,
Like I like really.
No, you
so
continue to listen. We listen to you.
see, that's
I'm
what some
listening. I'm
females just
listening. That's why my hand is on the side.
go. You
Go
go
ahead, Sam.
ahead. Y'all go ahead.
No, go ahead, Sam.
Basically, what happened for a sit-in and running a go stop sign, MLK was sentenced by a jury for a felony, and he was sentenced to 4 months in prison. And the jail that they was gonna put him in, they had a lot of Klan members in that jail. So his people knew, his father knew. So what they did was they contacted Senator John F. Kennedy at that time, and they asked him, look, they're going to kill my son when he gets transferred to this prison. And so basically, John F. Kennedy was like, you've been talking junk about me all this time. You've been talking junk about all these Democrats all this time. So what are you going to do for me? Martin Luther King Sr. basically told JFK, if you get my son out of this jam, I will ensure that you get elected in the next election. So soon as he got freed, that's when they removed their political affiliation. So when you look at, if you try to research or Google MLK, Michael King, Martin King, you try to Google or research what their political party affiliation has always been, it's been removed from history. So when you say the political party switch after the 1964 Civil Rights Act, like what benefit did that do for black people if the party switched? Because ever since that had passed, black folks had 95% been voting Democrat. So back then, black folks was basically at the bottom of wealth, and here we are almost 100 years, 80 years later, and we're still last in wealth. So
96 years,
what
96 years.
And
what
then
has that what
shoot.
had could I finish?
Okay, go
What
ahead. Go
what
ahead,
if
cuz
this switch
yeah.
and it's so beneficial for black folks, how come black folks are still last in home ownership, in wealth, in generational wealth? If it's switched, if you've been voting that way, how has your life improved since they took the reins and black folks let them become their leaders?
So I want to say this. So in the Republican parties, how many black people is in the Republican parties?
A
Just let me
shitload.
know that now. Because
A
I know
whole
it's
lot.
like 98% of white people in the Republican Party. So that means that 98% of white people control what everything goes on in the Republican Party. So therefore, how many black people is in the Republican Party that's gonna say something like you just said in the Republican Party?
They speak the
Well,
truth.
most
I'm
black
just saying,
folks,
like, because if there's no black people, how could we sit up here and stand for something that white people is talking about when there's not even black people even talking about it? I just don't understand that. Like, you sitting up here saying that, but regardless of what, it's
Okay,
like
this
98% of
commenter
Republicans.
Kevin Carter
No.
said they have a platform and an audience, but that doesn't or should equate to credibility. I guess what he's saying that is that the black Republicans have more to say than that. What you say? 2% Republican have more to
Yeah.
say than the 100% black population of the Democrat. And Lennox said, "Isn't healthy debate what this is about? Let's hear it."
Right, because we're
Oh,
off the topic.
oh, no, we're not off the subject because we are talking about who celebrities support. So
Okay,
they
Lynn.
they support Trump. It's all relevant. Thank you, Kevin. He said facts. But Sam had just told us that the reason for the switch, and even went way back to
I
Michael
don't
Hughes.
agree with what Sam
What
said,
Sam
so I
said.
don't really care
yeah,
what Sam said because I
yeah,
don't agree with that.
she doesn't agree. But I'm looking at the census right now.
Sam's a fact
What's the
checker.
sense?
There are
Well,
actually
we can't pull
Y'all
it
say
up
fact
because
checks, but fact checks on top of that, I really kind of don't believe that either because like
15%.
people always like if you could do the votes, if you could change the
Hard to
votes, you
say.
could change the fact checks. Like really, honestly, like
Right.
I really don't believe
What?
none of that. Like
And
honestly. So me
I don't
personally, I
stop it.
feel like if there's going to be a 50-50 or there's going to be something to where a black person could agree, could we have more black people than 2% out of 98%?
Where do
Like,
you
come on
getting
now.
2%
That's
at? First of all,
Can
where
it's
do you get this 2%?
there's a white man on TikTok that's always talking about
What
how
does that
there's
have to
nothing but
do?
white people
All
there,
right,
So
but
like
you're
okay,
saying
you
relying.
certain
talking about a
things.
white man? Did you
So
fact check
you're
him?
relying a black woman
Okay,
is
fact
Right?
check
Did you
it.
fact
Fact
check
check it
him?
though.
a black woman is relying on a white man to.
And y'all, but you relying on Trump though. But you relying on Trump though. But you relying on Trump though. But you
Right.
relying on Trump though.
But
So don't sit
I
up here
will.
and
Can
say
I?
that
No,
when
Hold on,
I'm relying
Nevaeh.
on somebody that's
I'm
anti-Trump,
on Navia.
Nevaeh
anti-Trump, but you
I'm
relying on
on.
Trump though.
Nevaeh and Sam. Wait a minute, Sam.
Marlo, go
On
ahead,
the
Marlo.
census.
I want
Go
to
ahead,
talk.
Marlo.
I'm on the
Yeah,
Go ahead,
census website.
Marlo. It's your turn, Marlo.
yes, thank. I did just want to.
She relying on a white man. Okay.
All
I
right,
did
Marlo, it's your
want.
turn.
I did want to just interject that partially what Nevaeh was saying was correct. With the Democrats were kind of split off in the southern region at one point after the civil rights. So they had the Dixiecrats, which were ones that still had the mentality of freedom, but a lot of the whites did switch over to the Republican Party after the civil rights. So that was a partial party switch. It wasn't a
So
mass.
I guess
It
it's
was
safe to
partial.
say. I guess it's safe to say that we all believe that
They did.
the
They did.
parties did
But
switch.
but I think yeah,
Okay.
some of the part. But we're going back to like the celebrity
Yeah,
influences.
go ahead. What's your thoughts about the celebrity influence?
With the celebrity influence, I think again we allow our children, just like it was a movie years ago, The Cable Guy, how we just allow our children to be raised by the television. And so what
Bingo.
we're doing is we're allowing our children, our youth, our young adults to be raised by celebritism. And I'm going to make that word up because it's probably not a word. So fact check it, Sam, celebritism. So that's what we're doing right now with our children.
Yep.
Youth. We're not being parents and we're allowing them to follow these celebrities who are just human. You know, they're
Yep.
human, just have better jobs. And that's how I look at them. You have much better jobs than us. You're making much
More
better
money.
money. You
Yeah.
travel the life. You're meeting different people all
And,
the time. You just have
and the effect that they have, the
yeah,
effect that they have should come from anybody that say what they say if they standing on it.
yeah,
Right. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. Because even
Exactly.
when
I
Kamala,
agree
I
too.
thought she was gonna buy the
what?
vote with Megan and Beyonce, you
Uh-huh.
know, it didn't work. So, you know,
Not just her.
people don't take to heart so much who the celebrity is or nothing like that. Oh, the weak people do. You know, you got a lot of weak people in the world as followers. You know what I'm saying? And they'll believe anything. You know, they'll believe shit. Don't think so. Anyway, our next topic. Move. Appreciate y'all guys. Our next topic, and this is going to be addressed to CJ because she over there that got comatose. And so, do you think George Floyd's statue should be taken down across our country?
Yeah.
Do I
Say it
think
again. Say it loud. Say it
Yeah,
proud.
I didn't even know it was up there, but I mean,
Yeah,
what is the standing for?
I'm
Um,
talking to CJ.
oh,
Thank you.
you said do I think it should be taken down?
Right.
I mean, no. I guess historically what they did statues for was to honor people, so I don't see the reason as to why it should be taken down. The George Floyd statue.
So you feel that a criminal who went in with you feel that a criminal who went into the store with counterfeit money to try to purchase a laptop and didn't comply with the police and tested positive for drugs to
Is
have a
absurd.
statue?
Trump do. Why not?
I
He
mean,
a felon.
Oh no, I'm talking to CJ.
Okay, my
think
bad.
that if I don't think that negates the fact that he still should have a statue because
For what?
if
For
we're
what?
so if we're gonna hold everybody that has a statue, if we're gonna really focus on what they've done, far as the bad things that they've done, and base that off why they should or shouldn't have a statue, then none of them should have a statue.
You know
So
where all that money, that $750,000 of money, you know what that could do for the community
it could have did a
versus
lot, but to determine if that money is gonna help in other areas when it's literally money that's vanishing in thin air in the government, like it doesn't matter. Like that's
okay,
like
but
somebody,
what is there to celebrate about him? What is
Oh
there
my
to celebrate about him? All he had to do was comply. He'd
oh
still
my
be
god.
alive.
oh gosh,
He
Oh my
wouldn't have been
god. I'm
alive.
sick. I'm sick right now.
oh
I'm
gosh.
just saying, what is there to commemorate?
He was
So what is
ODing.
there commemorate about the president then? If that's what you
How
saying, like I gotta
why
cut it
do
off
you
because you're making me
you know
mad.
what? Hey Sam, we're gonna create a formula for TDS for real, I swear to God, and we're
Yeah,
gonna
because I
inject
got
her ass before the
ADHD
next
right
show.
now. I got ADHD
We're
right
gonna
now.
inject I'm coming up with a
We can
vaccine for
tell.
TDS. Sam,
Who's
do
that?
you think why do he deserve a statue, Sam?
He doesn't. I mean, I look at the mother of his child pointing a
Mm-hmm.
gun at a female's stomach, threatening to kill her. Like it's
When?
just certain things, but they literally released the autopsies.
Mm,
Even though what that officer, in my opinion, did was wrong,
yes.
you know, he was dying anyways from he died from an OD of fentanyl. And when you look at the entire video,
Yes,
he's
CJ.
saying before they even touch him, I can't breathe. I need to sit down. I need you guys. Like he's saying, like he was already ODing.
so
So I'm not,
oh, I'm sorry, but
yeah. So I'm not saying again that officer was full of it. Like other officers said, he wasn't a good police officer.
Mm-hmm.
So that I don't think that's a question, but he was at the wrong place, the wrong time. Had, like the host stated, when the store owner called the police because he was trying to use counterfeit money, comply. Like, just don't try to fight, don't try to do anything, then he wouldn't have been. But again, when you look at the video, he's saying I need to be on the ground. Like, for that officer to, like, basically put his knee on his back and all that stuff, like, that was totally out of line. And I just think that people are getting, especially the black community, we're getting so caught up in the emotions that we're putting all our energy into this dude, when in Chicago, the South Side, seven people died, three of them under 11 last weekend. Like, we're putting our energy into what white folks want us to put our energy into. We're letting white folks dictate what we need to focus on. All these no kings protests. Ain't no black folks out there but a handful that had got convinced by that. So I don't think there should be. I agree with CJ. You either have no statues of people, let the history book show or reflect what they did. So whoever is interested in wanting to see them, they can go to the library, they can go on the internet and research George Floyd. They can go on the internet.
It's a waste of money too. Yeah.
I think all of those, but also at the same time, like here in downtown Raleigh, and I look over in Greensboro, like they remove like statues of Confederate officers that happen to be slave owners. And the thing is like when you start removing that, the problem I have with it is you're removing history. So when my great grandkids come to me and say, Pop, I read this right here, and I'm like, no, this dude right here, General Lee, was a slave owner. He had 218 slaves. He's like, no. Before I could take him down to Raleigh, the Raleigh Capitol, and I could show him this is the guy I'm talking about. And now the grandkids can be like, well, I don't have no proof. All they're doing is going based off of what white folks is telling them, because white folks are 90% of the educators in Black history. The master's degree, 98% of white folks have African history degrees and masters and PhDs. And they're the ones who we're relying on to teach our kids their history. You got kids still walking around thinking Jackie Robinson was the first pro baseball player.
Right. Yeah.
When the actual player was 50 years prior, Moses Fleetwood Walker. So the thing is like, we need to start taking the reins ourselves as a community to teach our generations, just like the Asians do, Jewish people do. Every other race teaches, they pass down their history except for us. We want white folks to teach it to us. Or we boycott. We cancel.
Like for instance, the one of the very first slave masters and owners was Anthony Johnson, a black man. Okay, so it ain't all just the white man. All through history, blacks have slaves.
But could I say something before y'all move any further? Because last week we talked about this, and y'all said, "Oh, it's okay because I brought this up about the slavery and why he was Trump was moving the Black history, taking it all out and all that." He was like, "Oh, well, they don't need to know that." Now y'all sitting up here talking about Black history,
Ooh,
and I feel like that's something that a Black kid should know.
It ain't no y'all. I'm the only one that said.
But last week y'all was getting on me about that. We could go on the last week.
Hold on, what are you talking about? I'm the only one that said that, and I still stand on that. You cannot go forward looking backwards. You cannot drive forward looking backwards.
All I'm saying is that y'all said that about the saying about taking the Black history, like, oh well, why they need to know all of this and all of that stuff like that. Y'all did say all of that.
I said that, and I stand on that.
Okay, but why? But why? Because I feel like they need to know the Black history.
What for?
But they need to know the Black history, though. Y'all sitting up here saying it right now. Y'all sitting up here talking about that right now.
You asking me why, but won't let me tell you why.
Okay, go ahead, Sergio.
The reason I say that is because the shit happened. It's over with. Get over it and get to getting.
No, but
But
you still gotta know your history, though. You still
you
gotta
know,
know that.
I don't,
But you got to know
And
your
then
I
on
don't
history
top
agree
of
with
from
that,
who?
y'all
that.
sitting up here talking about
From who?
how he did all of his bad things, the one that the all of the shit that he did. But what about the president? The president did bad stuff and nobody
God,
ain't talking
turn.
about that.
Hey,
Come
wait,
on
let me
now.
get my other phone. I'm calling the CDC right now and tell them they don't come
Call
up
them,
with a
call them,
vaccine for
call them,
TDS
call them.
real quick.
Because y'all talking about
Anybody got the number
everybody
to
else,
the
but y'all ain't
CDC?
talking about, what the stuff, the shit the president did. Come on
You
now, the
know what?
president did mad
You know
shit. Come
what?
on now,
What
But you
we
like,
know
gonna
come on.
what?
do?
This nigga
And what we
telling
gonna do is
girls
we
he
gonna
don't
give
even
you
like females or none of
no.
that shit. But y'all ain't talking about that. Y'all sit up here making this seem like this motherfucker's the
You're the
king.
Okay,
And
only
this
one
nigga
that
ain't the
makes it
fucking
about the
king. Come on
president.
now,
No, we
like,
you're
like
the
You're
President
only
literally the
one
Reform.
only
like
out of
one.
for
6
real,
people,
for
out
real.
of 7 people, which
I
couldn't
love
get
my
on.
stick form.
You're the only one that has the TDS though.
I don't care because I'm me. I don't care about that. I'm going to speak what
All
I can
right.
speak. That's
Okay.
what it
Anyway,
is.
moving right
Let's stay on
along.
topic at
That
least.
is that is the end of the show. But no, I want to ask y'all a question though.
We never
Is
even
is
the
Nicki
long
Minaj
people.
Marlo? I'm gonna ask you this question:
No, don't
Is
ask.
Nicki Minaj, Nick Cannon, Ice Cube, Snoop Dogg, Kanye West,
Cancel
anybody else? Are they house niggas and sellouts?
house niggas.
No,
Huh?
no.
All right, right,
Oh,
right. CJ, are they house niggas, sellouts, Uncle Toms?
Who, Nick Cannon and all of them?
Huh? Nick Cannon, Nicki Minaj, everybody that people look up to.
Um, I
That's
can't
not a
really
short
say.
answer.
People gonna always, yeah, I know, right? People gonna vote within their best interest. So for me, it's about classism. Is beyond racism as well. So you gotta understand they in a different tax bracket. They gonna vote for what's gonna be in their better interest. So I mean,
Exactly. House
But you know
niggas.
what? What about I know what Sam gonna say. I know what Travis gonna say. No, but
no,
I
hold on,
like
hold on,
this.
hold on. I want to say something.
Let him say
Yeah, go
something.
ahead.
I listen. I love Kanye, but personally, and not to go another topic, but Nick Cannon married my baby girl. Mariah's my baby girl, and then he left her stranded. Fuck him.
No, we're not
That's
talking
how I feel
about
about
we're
Nick
not
Cannon, though. Now
Travis. We're
Kanye,
not
I love
talking
Kanye. I
about
love
that.
Kanye, but Nick Cannon,
I asked
fuck
you.
him,
I asked you a simple question.
You
Are they
dealing
and I
with
still
house
fuck him
niggas?
because of
emotions.
that. My baby girl
Hey,
was
You
stranded
Travis.
for two
you
days.
dealing with
Travis,
emotions.
take all that emotions out the way. Are they
I
house
can't
niggas,
do it. I
Uncle
love her.
Towns, and sellouts?
No, he ain't a sellout. But I mean, if I seen him somewhere, I probably talk shit just because my baby girl.
All right. Oh Lord, help me, Jesus. Yeah. You need another kind of vaccine. Anyway, uh, I want to say this. What the fuck when they call us sellout? What the fuck are we selling?
Well, I want to say this.
They
Can I
ain't
say
got
this?
shit to
Could
sell.
I say? Could I say something? Fuck Trump.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Could I put that on there? Could I put that on there?
No.
Yeah, go ahead. When they call us, yeah, Navia, when they call us sellouts, what the hell are we selling?
your soul.
Foolishness.
Yo, yeah, really, yo. So you right. You said the right
Your
fucking
soul.
words. Yes.
Your
So I
moral.
can sell my soul. I wonder how much I can get for my soul.
All three of y'all selling y'all souls. Okay.
All right. But
Don't
anyway,
talk about
it's been a
Marlo like
good
that.
one.
Why you talking
It's
about
been a
Marlo
good
like
one. The
that?
way we like it. The way
He
we
talking
like it.
about me because I ain't selling
I
my
ain't
soul.
say Marlo. I didn't say
You know
nothing
what?
about Marlo.
He know what
Don't
he
try to
talking about.
put
Hey, you know
Marlo
what?
in
Hold
it.
Oh,
on
look,
a
she's
second.
into it
Hold
now.
Don't
on.
try to
Hold
put
on.
Yeah.
Hold on a
Marlo
second.
in it because I didn't
CJ.
say nothing
Hey,
about
hey,
Marlo.
everybody,
I
everybody,
did not
everybody,
say nothing
calm
about
down.
Marlo. I'm talking you and your two other men. That's what I'm saying. I ain't say nothing
Okay,
about
calm down,
Marlo.
calm down, calm
Okay,
down.
she
CJ,
hating
what
now.
was your topic?
Okay.
Losers. Yeah.
It was
You
about
sent me a topic and it came up, Nabia. So what's your topic?
it did come up. Are you sure we will be able to go into detail?
It was about me being me or something.
What?
Yeah, you remember Nabia did a post and she was dancing in the mirror and it said, I'm me, and you know how cocky she is. Man, I'm me, this and that and that and that. And so when you sent
Okay.
me your topic, that's what came up when I tapped on it. So what is your topic?
Oh, okay. So it was talking about like
He's so cute.
a debriefing or a meeting that took place. What was it, yesterday? So it was a bunch of chain events that actually happened. In between
Okay.
Trump addressing the nation, and then you had like the president of Iran addressing. Like they were pretty much going back and forth. Now it's an entire timeline, so I would like it would be probably like helpful to watch the whole thing because it breaks down everybody's responses and pretty much at the end they were pretty much letting the United States people know like the reason why we're in war, like we're being lied to basically. Like
Basically,
it's more
yeah.
than what what they're saying that it is, but it was more detailed. So I think that the video itself would have explained a lot more for everybody to better understand versus me.
Right. Yeah, I want to apologize to the viewers. We had technical difficulties with our engineering of the video clips. Okay.
Okay, now
Uh,
because it looks like you're
and
trying to. I ain't gonna say what it looks like.
but anyway, we want to apologize. We also want to let you know, guys, know that we see you watching. Feel free to comment, like, share, subscribe, and even join the show next week. If you have put in the comments that you would like to actually join our show, if we got room in the green room, we will add you to the studio. All
And
right. So,
anybody anti-Trump, join us. We is ready for that because we need a team
how
right
about
here
how about
because these
And
how
keep it
about
with short
how
yeah,
answers.
about
actually.
anti-wrong?
Yeah,
Anti-wrong.
anti-wrong.
Yeah,
That's
how about
right. That's right. You right.
anti-wrong?
You right. Yeah,
All
you
right.
right. But a lot of
Okay.
it is
All right.
anti. Yeah.
Everything
Yeah.
ain't about Trump. Don't make Trump your god now.
Okay,
All
but
right.
the top three, let me make sure
Hey,
that's the
guys,
right. Yeah, the top three. Yeah, yeah. You right.
it's been a great
Yeah. Okay.
show. We appreciate you guys. We love you. See you guys next week, same time, same channel. Straight like that.